tape! Is this not why you are here?
And we are live. Greetings to everyone watching live and everyone watching after the fact. Shout out to the faithful and salute to the patrons. This is Larry Williams, OAW Commander-in-Chief, here to bring you all a very special watch party and commentary. How's everyone doing in the building? So, real quick, I hope you all have had a chance to check out the link in the description box below to go ahead and pull up Scener, which is going to be the website I'm going to be using in order to cast the episodes for tonight. As you guys know, of course, I can't cast them live here on YouTube because we get hit with copyright, and they pull the stream. They pull the stream, they flag the channel, and all that jazz. But so hopefully you guys have had a chance to check it out. If not, the link is in the description box below. It'll bring you straight to the watch party, which I'm getting ready to go live in a minute. I just wanted to go ahead and first and foremost, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. I see we still got some more people filing in. Also, because in case you guys have, I'm pretty sure if you're tuning in, if you've read the title of the stream, you guys have pretty much heard the news. But in case you haven't known, I want to go ahead and just cue this up real quick. Let me get my screen share going. And bam. All right. So, and actually, no, put me, bam. So yeah, in case you guys, in case you're joining and you have not heard the news, we just recently, on Thursday, I believe, we lost one of, I would argue, definitely, if you don't consider him one of the greatest, he's definitely one of the most influential Japanese mangaka of this century. We lost Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which for a lot of us, especially in my generation, you know, that was one of our like starter. If you guys have ever heard me talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Before, if you ever checked out my anime favorites video on the anime, like I always called it a starter anime. You know what I mean? That's one of the ones where, you know, it's very kid friendly. It's actually, you know, it's actually geared more towards younger readers and younger audiences. Of course, we know the card game became huge. You know, it's one of the biggest TCGs in the world, even to this day. So yeah, and he recently passed, 60 years old. I still have not yet heard any details in regards to the cause of death. But yeah, he was definitely an impactful creator. His series, of course, very, very influential for a whole generation. And even after, because I mean, even after the initial series, we still had, I mean, you had the franchise continue on in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, and so many more. You know, I haven't kept up with the franchise in over a decade. I think 5Ds was no, Zexal. Zexal was the last one I ever remember like seeing, and I only saw like 2 episodes of that. You know, and I haven't played the card game, man, in what, like 17 years. I haven't played the card game since like 2004, 2005. So, but yeah, he recently passed, and so, but the thing about it that is heartwarming and is reassuring is like just how big that fan base remained, even though, you know, much like me, a lot of us who were big in it at the time, you know, we kind of, you know, grew out of it in a sense. You know, we kind of phased out into it. We went on into, you know, more sophisticated, you know, anime and manga, or maybe we just, I know for a lot of my friends and a lot of my old, you know, classmates and stuff like that, it's like they're not even into, you know, anime and manga. Like they wouldn't they're not who you would consider like geeks. You know, it's like, yeah, they like the real popular stuff, you know, MCU, Star Wars, stuff like that. But they're not really big in the geekdom. But even I saw Facebook posts where even some of those people, they were like, "Oh man, I remember that show when I was a kid. I remember playing that game when I was, when I was young, and so and you read testimonies and you hear them talk about, just what the franchise meant for them at that time. It's a real, it's a real big loss. And the entire community, we're definitely feeling it. So I wanted to go ahead, do a special watch party with you all. Something I've been debating to do for a very long time. I just didn't know exactly how I was going to do it or how I was going to get it to work and whatnot. But yeah, we're going to go ahead. So we're going to be here for probably the next 2 hours or so. We're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna marathon. We're gonna watch party marathon. 6 episodes. Whoop, I did that wrong. 6 episodes in total. 2 3-part episodes. 2 of my favorites from the series, from the original series. Because again, like I say, I'm a G1. You know what I'm saying? Duel Monsters and original original series fan. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna queue up 2 3-part episodes, both from season 1, both from Duelist Kingdom, because that's still my favorite season and whatnot. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. So, like I said, the link to Scener is in the description box below, so you can go ahead and you can watch along with us. However, if you're let's say you're mobile, because I think Scener only works with iPhone. It's not available for Android. So maybe you're watching this stream on your phone. You want to watch along with us. We're going to be streaming from Tubi. Tubi is totally free. You don't even have to sign up for it. You can just go straight. Actually, you could even you can Google search Yu-Gi-Oh! Tubi. It'll pull up the episode page. You want to get to season 1, episode 19. Double Trouble Duel Part 1. That's going to be the first one we're going to do. And so yeah, go ahead, take a minute. Shouting out everybody that I see in the chat so far: Super Savage Spirit, Yusuke Knight, Namai Bowler, Adam Q, Kari McDaniel, my man Jacob's in the building. What's happening? Jakeem's in the building. And I also shared this link with some of my fellow YouTube creators and collaborators. Some of them might pop in throughout, but so yeah, so essentially the ideal setup for the watch party would be, hopefully you would have 2 devices with you, or you'd be at your computer where you can have multiple tabs open, multiple screens, however you want to do it. But ideally, me here on YouTube, this is going to serve more like a commentary. You don't even have to watch me. I'll just be talking about the episodes and things like that throughout the watch party. And then, of course, on your other device, you would have the watch party queued up. That's where you'll be watching it from. So, yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll get started with that. One final announcement. I do got one more announcement I want to make. So we do have a super chat goal for tonight. It's $100 super chat goal. So if we hit that goal, then I will be doing another anime watch party tomorrow night, same time, 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. But for the highest super chatter, if we hit that goal, whoever was the biggest contributor of the night will get to select the anime that we're going to watch tomorrow night. So that's the super chat goal for this evening. All right, so let me go ahead and get this queued up. All right, so I got it pulled up on Tubi, and right, I got that set up. This is actually my first time using this site. I was actually kind of torn between a few of them because I was leaning towards what is the name of it? The popular Netflix one. But that would require everybody to have access to Netflix, and I wanted to make sure everybody could watch it. When I found out that Scener you can stream from Tubi, I'm like, well, Tubi's free. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can get access to Tubi. So I was like, okay, this is the one I'm going to do instead. That way everybody can join in. And yes, I did just knock out my headphones. So let us see. I got it here. I'm going to activate Scener. And okay, now why won't it? Here we go. Okay, let me see. Is it working now? Always a glitch. Always a glitch. I'm just hoping they don't deactivate the link. Okay, I see we got some more people filing in. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so here we go. Now I got it. Okay. All right, this party is currently private. Go public to allow others to join. So I want, yeah, no mic, no camera, because I'm gonna be going through YouTube. Okay, it's private right now, so we are going to go ahead and make it public. All right, so now if you click the link, if you've already signed up for Senior and you click the link, it should take you straight in. If it's not working, I'm actually about to share the I'm going to share the link with you guys in the chat. I don't think it changed the one in the description box. Hopefully it didn't. Okay. And now let me go ahead. Oh, it automatically closed my Tubi window that I had open. Okay. Okay, it's saying we're live now. And let me know if you guys are having any trouble with it, and I will see. I can help. Okay. All right, Namai Bowler is in here. All right, get in here, people. Get in here, because I'm about to start it up. We about to start it up. Damn, they got all the Yu-Gi-Ohs on here. Okay, season 1. We are going to go to season 1, episode 19, Double Trouble Duel, part 1. Let's do it. Hope you guys got y'all snacks, because I got mine. I'm about to smash the food. I mean, smash the food. Can I just say this? Bandit Keith was a whole hole, like just out the gate. Bandit Keith was a straight hole. I always like this intro. So funny thing is, and actually, you guys will see a similarity between the two episodes I actually chose. I didn't even think about this until I was trying to decide which two to do. But one of the reasons, or probably the main reason why I selected the two episodes I did for tonight was because they're playing dual monsters in each of these episodes, but the manner in which they do so introduces or implements a different like game mechanic. And you guys, if you've never seen this episode, you'll see what I'm talking about. But there's a tabletop element that they introduce in both these episodes that I always dug, because it's not it's not the standard card game. Like there are other things that they have to do, and so can I just point out the absurdity of some of the things that happens in this show? Like, how does Pegasus get away with child kidnapping and child imprisonment? I mean, I know it's a fictitious world, but this is still supposed to be sort of like a alternate, like our world. I just thought that was always weird. It's like this dude can just nab a kid and keep him in a dungeon. I also like how there's all this supernatural stuff that happens with the Millennium items, but these kids are just like, it's whatever. I love the rhyming. I actually forgot that this is the first Double Duel that appeared in the series. Sailor Moon, eat your heart out. I've always loved that transformation. I love Dan Green's voice work. Yugi stunting is like shit. Because it's a field card, bro. And for the record, can I just point out the fact that their whole strategy was predicated off of that card? What's the chances he pulls that on the first turn? The other thing is, I don't think Yugi or Joey use a single card to deactivate that one. They just play along the whole 3 damn episodes. That's pertinent information. I'm not going to spoil what that riddle was about, but I did like the way the show handled it. That's not the right question, though. That's the wrong question. What he should have said was, show me which door leads out of here. He asked the wrong question. Yeah, see, no, that was the question you should have asked the first time. Yeah, because it wasn't one person. Well, yeah. Yep, but not two. But how can that happen if one of them's a liar? Yep. 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 I like what Deuce says. He says, I think a question that would work is, if you were your brother, which way would you say is the way out? But no, but like what Yugi said, that's the one that holds true, because it's like, if one's a truth teller and one's a liar, how could they give them both the same information leading up to the question? Because the liar would have to be lying. One sec, I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, I'm back. You know what trips me out the real talk? I'm gonna bring this up real quick because it bugs me. What bugs me about season one, especially, what bothers me about season one, notice how they can play any fucking monster they want, no special summonings. I'm like, no, they cheating all throughout this first season. I mean, granted, I know the rules of the game changed over time, but damn. Trap card, watch. I love how they talk, like, you know, they give Joey his props for like improving and stuff like that. And then when you get to Battle City, that ill shit that Kaiba told Joey, he said you're a third-rate duelist with a second-rate deck. Hey, let me know in the chat if y'all seen the video. Okay. Because I don't think, does this give me a playback? I don't think it gives me. Yeah, I don't think it gives me a playback option, does it? Okay, that's the end of the first episode. All right, so this is perfect timing. In case you guys have not yet jumped in, y'all can get in. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay, yeah, I stopped it. All right, but yeah, this perfect opportunity because we're getting ready to start up season 1, episode 20, which is Double Trouble Duel Part 2. So if you guys have not yet jumped in to the watch party, by all means, jump in on that. And like I said, we're watching on Tubi, so you guys can pull it up. Season 1, episode 20, you can pull it up on Tubi. It's free. Don't have to pay for it. So I'm going to give everybody a couple of seconds if they haven't queued it up already. Get it to timestamp 0 because I noticed I didn't do the count at the start of the last one. So if you jumped in the middle, you wouldn't have known where we were in the episode. And I'm gonna check the let me check the chat over on Scener. Okay, I'm assuming you guys are watching elsewhere because there's only 3 of us on Scener, but it's 17 watching. So Kari McDonald said, if you, I'd like, I'd like for Larry to watch Ghost Stories English dub for the next watch stream. If anyone were to recommend it, I think it would be funny if he's never seen it before. I have seen Ghost Stories before, actually. Oh my God, that dub is crazy. In case you guys are just joining us, just to let you all know, we do have a super chat goal for tonight. If we hit the $100 mark in super chats, we will be doing another anime watch party tomorrow night, and whoever the biggest contributor is will get to select the anime that we watch tomorrow night. So that is a super chat goal for this evening. Okay. All right. Everybody get, once again, this is season 1, episode 20, Double Trouble Duel Part 2. Get it to timestamp 0 and press play right now. I see Batrock joined. Welcome, welcome. I'm tempted to kill those last 2 pieces I got. But something tells me I might regret that. Yeah, fuck it. I like a challenge. Be right back. Oh shit, here we go now. Big bad booty daddy. Say, hold up. Did y'all see the animation on that deck? Ain't the deck supposed to be 50 cards? You can't have more than 50 cards. What you doing, bro? Yes, we established that before the commercial. Bam. Got him. Got him. My boy got some big ass cheekbones. The duel is not canon, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Adam Q, skew the rules. I have money. Seto Kaiba, 1996 forever. I take it they've never been to a magic show before. That's not magic. It's a teleportation jutsu. I think he only lost like 200. So you mean old boy's been working for Pegasus all this time and he don't know shit about the Millennium Eye? Like, haven't even seen him use it? Well, can it erase memories? So yeah, he probably has, and Pegasus just wiped his memory. Here's another thing that I always found funny about the show. Granted, I know it's because it's based off of the manga and it's the story and how you write it. And, you know, Takahashi was always coming up with new stuff. But I'd have to imagine if this is, you know, in the Yu-Gi-Oh world, right? If the card game, I know it's a global phenomenon, it's the biggest game in the world, all that type of jazz, but there can only be so many cards. How Yugi and them don't know what most of, if not all them damn cards does? Y'all get what I mean? Like, if you play Magic the Gathering, there's only so many Magic cards. And if you're into the game like these nerds are, you would have at least heard of most of them. I mean, I know the answer is because, Larry, they kept making shit up as they went along. I get it, but just saying. Got him. Bam. Obey Anime Larry, would you play Yu-Gi-Oh if the dual disc was similar to the ones in the anime? No. Them things look goofy. That's why I never bought the toy ones. That should be looking goofy. Damn. It's not an automatic win. I'm going back through some of these questions. Pegasus thinks he's Michael Jackson in his own Neverland. Well, he is like the rich, isn't he like the richest character on the show? Did you get to watch the new Bastard anime? And if so, are you hyped for the rest of the episodes coming later this year? I didn't know they split up the season, but no, I haven't watched it yet. Adam Q got a question for the chat. Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? Black Chaos Mage. Boom. Damn, these episodes are going by fast. Well, yeah, they are. Yeah, they're only 20 minutes. Dog, which, yo, you know what, though? Because I just realized something. That means when we was watching this shit on television, that was 10 minutes worth of commercials. That's absurd. A third of the fucking broadcast was commercials. All them damn toy and chocolate commercials, and candy and breakfast cereal. Damn shame. And video games. There was a lot of video game commercials. I remember well. All right, so we're going to get ready. We're going to finish up the final episode. That is season 1, episode 21. So if you are just joining us and you have yet to get that queued up, by all means. Again, link to the watch party is in the description box. But if you're watching on a separate platform, season 1, episode 21, get it to timestamp 0. Yes, this is cake. 7-Up cake. You heard? Real quick, I am going to check out some of these questions real quick. Let's see. Larry, did you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0? No. Oh, wait a minute. Time out. Is season 0 supposed to be the adaptation of the manga prior to Duelist? The Duelist Arc, which is Duelist Kingdom? Because if so, I never watched the anime, but I read the manga. Actually, I own some of that. I own some of that manga. Because what is that? That's like the first... What is it, like the first 3 volumes, I think? Or the first 4? But yeah, I have some of that manga. Personally, my favorite chapter from that manga is the one where it's kind of funny because it reminds me of this episode from Batman Beyond. But when Joey's old partner, I think, did he get out of juvie or whatever? But he tries to hem up on Joey, and I think they even don't they string Joey up on his neck by a chain, and Yugi has to go and save him. And I think he ends up beating the dude by challenging him to like a game of dice or whatever. I think that's right. But I remember reading that. I was like, oh Lord, this violent as hell. Yeah. Dude, like if you read the manga, like the earliest chapters, like Atom or the Pharaoh, Yami Yugi, dude, he is not a nice dude. Like, he kind of crazy. What about the holograms, or would you play Yu-Gi-Oh if you use the dual formats in Duelist Kingdom, like those stage ones you could place cards? Oh, you mean like if there was like a holographic like stage? Didn't somebody build one of those a while back? Like, I want to say, I thought I remember reading something or seeing something about it where like somebody made like a holographic like stage. I think it was like, and they debuted it at a convention or something. I could be wrong on that. Or maybe they were going to, but I don't know if they ever did. I remember hearing something about that. But this was years ago, man. This was like 10 years ago. Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist? Yugi. Yeah. Because I don't consider Kyber a protagonist. Let's see. Everybody just talking about Mai in the comments. Quit simping. Oh man. Let's see. Who have you hated most in Yu-Gi-Oh? Most? Maybe Mokuba. Mokuba is kind of a whiny bitch. Well, there was Noah from Into the Shadow Realm, but he's not a canonical character. He's a filler character. Yeah, maybe Mokuba. Mokuba, that voice just annoys me. What card game do you think is better than Yu-Gi-Oh card game? I mean, I never thought about that. I wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my head. Because I haven't played any of those other I haven't played those many other TCGs, so I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I'd have to sit down and think about that. Most attractive Yu-Gi-Oh card? You mean like character? You mean like design? Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh in the franchise? I mean, Yugi. I mean, technically, I guess, because at first I was like, is that like a typo? Because there is only one U. But then I thought about it because Yu-Gi-Oh is a translation, or Yu-Gi-Oh's translation means King of Games. And so technically speaking, if you think about it, every show in the franchise has a King of Games, right? But like of all the main characters, which one's my favorite? Yeah, it's Yugi. Well, of all the main, like the main protagonists is. Because my favorite character in the entire show might be Kaiba, actually. Kaiba or Bakura. Evil Bakura. The real Bakura. I do like Ishizu, though. She's cool, too. And Merrick was a good villain. Or Malik, however you want to say it. Merrick, Malik. In English, it's Merrick. In Japanese, it's Malik. I like Malik sounds more menacing, in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna queue up the next one. So, guys, if you have yet to do so, again, that is season 1, episode 21. Get it to timestamp 0 and press play right now. Do I believe in the power of friendship? No. I'm surprised they gave it that name and it's not something like storm related. If you think about it, thunder, water, and wind, that's like storm elements. You know, I find it kind of funny. Like they didn't call him like Susanoo or something like that. Because I mean, all those names are Japanese anyway. Suijin, Water God, Kazejin, Wind God. Yami Bakura is honestly one of my favorite anime villains. Yeah, no, Bakura, the Yami Bakura is that dude. Like, he is not to be fooled with. You know, don't get it twisted. You know, he trying to be convenient about this shit, but he reserves the right to fuck you up. Watch, Yugi about to cheat with some card he put down that we never saw him put down. Yeah, see? When did he put the card down? Oh, wait, no, he did put those down. I'm sorry. Yeah, he did. We saw him put them down. I do remember that. All right, I take it back. I'm sorry, Yugi. I'm sorry, bro, because you do be cheating sometimes. I'm just saying. He do be cheating. But no, he did put those down. I forget that voice actor. That one. Here's my question. What is Kaiba going to do once he gets to Mokuba's prison, though? He don't have a saw. He don't have no dynamite. This ain't going to work. Dumas. He dead. I love how they keep reusing frames of animation. Yep. I always thought the Summon Skull looked really fucking cool. Like, I always liked that design. Red eyes, red eyes. Yeah, what is it called? The Black Skull Dragon, I think. Yeah. Yeah. That's a combination for you. Well, I mean, he can fly, so technically a labyrinth can't stop him. Oh, lame. Lame. Because they read the script. Well, but if that was the case, they know. Well, okay. It's Japanese, actually. Wait a second. Wasn't all the hats already accounted for? Remember, one of them was empty. The Flame Swordsman was under one, and the trap card was under the other. So why the fuck was the Dark Magician still under the hat? The hat should have. And isn't the magical hats only good for like 3 turns? It's been way more than 3 turns. Suijin. Bet. Mm-hmm. Yes, we can see that. Don't fuck this up, Joey. I don't get how this works. Oh, did they just use both their turns? Since when? And did Yugi lose any life points? That is cool. That is a cool attack, though. And that's the game, bitches. Oh, the fucking gates, yeah. Oh, Kaiba getting on them fisticuffs. See, that was the other thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! That always tripped me out too, is like how they use the game to like settle all the conflicts. It's like, wait a minute, we've literally had storylines where it's like the fate of the world, and you're gonna settle it with a card game. Kaiba, on the other hand, he like, nah, son, these hands are calibrated. Watch. Nope. No respect. Mac, Mac, Mac. Because it costs too much. Oh, you know what? I remember how this ended, which was. Wait a minute. Shouldn't the one he kept in his hand been the one with the 2 markings? That way he could have changed it for whichever one he needed to. But the one he kept in his hand was the one that was only marked on one side, not the one that was marked on 2. Am I right on that, or did I miss that? The one he showed them was the one that was marked on 2. Shouldn't that have been the one he kept in his hand? That way he could change it? Oh, yeah. That fucking duel. All righty then. So that is the end of Double Trouble Duel, parts 1 through 3. Oh, Carter Curry fans here. What's happening, player? All right. So tell you what, we are going to take. Let me see, what time is it? How about this? Let's circle back and say about 9 minutes. Let's circle back in about 9 minutes. And then we're gonna kick off the last episode, or the last 3 episodes rather, Dungeon Dice Monsters. So how does that sound? Now I still have the scener stream that is still up. The watch party is still up. Because I'm just gonna switch straight into the episode over there. So again, if you have yet to jump into the watch party over on Scener, I am once again posting the link in the comments. So go ahead, jump in over there if you have not yet done so. So I'm gonna tell you what. Let me get one of my, oh, you know what? This will be perfect. Perfect. Ooh. Rollback. But yeah, no, this will be perfect. Let me go ahead and cue this. This is my anime favorites, Yu-Gi-Oh! From God. When was this? 2017. Wow. 5 years ago. Crazy. All right. I will be back. Commander-in-Chief, and I'm here to bring you all yet again another anime favorites video right here on Otaku Assemble. Weekly, and as always, here to bring you the latest in this week's Anime Favorites video segment. And for this week's Anime Favorites, I'm taking you all back once again to the year 2001. And that was the year I first discovered the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime franchise. Now, just like in my previous Anime Favorites video when I discussed the Pokemon franchise, I also discussed the video games because I'm a fan of that overall franchise. And the same thing goes for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. And the reason for that being is because not only am I a fan of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, I'm also a fan of the trading card game as well as the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. And I'll get into more detail with both of those things later on in this video. So first and foremost, let's talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh!
for the most part, this anime has served, just like with Pokemon, as the primary advertisement vehicle for the trading card game. And Yu-Gi-Oh! The franchise, the anime series has very much been used in order to push its merchandise. But what's interesting about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is it didn't always start out like that. And what I mean by that is this. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime is very much an adaptation of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. And for the most part, a lot of people don't even know this. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime series and the franchise as we know it, how it deals with the game of Duel Monsters and how it deals with the trading card games and all of that, this is actually the second story arc in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga actually started off as sort of like a series of short stories. If for any of you all who have read the original manga, it's kind of like a series of little mini arcs, and they each follow Yugi and his friends as Yugi sort of plays different games and beats other people at these games. And it's not until the second main arc of the manga, which is the Duelist Arc, that's when we get the introduction of Duel Monsters, and that's the story arc that the anime adapted, and then that's when the series really took off. So it's kind of funny because in many ways, it's another example of how, you know, a popular anime series, how it sort of exceeds past, or it goes beyond what its original premise was and what its original conception was, and it becomes this thing all in and of itself, this whole nother thing, this whole other vehicle. So anyway, so I was introduced to this series when it first premiered in the United States, because I remember in the fall of 2001 was when Cartoon Network actually did this special 1 hour premiere, or more of a 1 hour preview of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, if you will, because what they did was they aired the first 2 episodes, and I think it was during the Toonami block, the afternoon block. And it was just for a preview because they had commercials and whatnot telling you, oh, this series is going to be featured on Kids WB on Saturday mornings. And so I caught the 1 hour preview. And then I want to say about a month later was when it debuted on Kids WB. And I was already stoked for the series as it was, because I remember seeing the commercials for the 1 hour preview on Cartoon Network. And so when I checked it out, finally, I was like, all right, I can't wait till this thing airs. And then when it premiered on Kids WB Saturday morning, I mean, I was there for the premiere, and I was sold on the series ever since. And what I liked about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, though, what got me interested in the series was I liked the game. I really did. Like, I liked the game. I had never played a trading card game that was so intricate and that had so much like strategy to it, because for the most part, prior to 2001, the only trading card game I had ever really dabbled with was Pokemon. And the Pokemon trading card game, me and my friends didn't really play that like they do in competitive tournaments and things of that nature. We mainly just use those cards to trade with one another, you know. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the first trading card game where I was introduced to it, and I was intrigued by the mechanics of it, like how you play the game and like how you can implement certain strategies, this is that and the other. So in many ways, you could make the argument that I was actually more intrigued by the game itself than the anime itself. But what got me into the anime, though, is like, okay, so you have this game that, you know, is real intricate, and it has all these complex rules and these strategies and things of that nature. But then the story elements to back it up, like the idea that, oh, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe, like Duel Monsters is this highly commercial, worldwide phenomenon. You know what I mean? Like everybody is playing this game, but it has a secret past and a secret history. Like, oh, it's based off of this old, you know, game that they used to play in ancient Egypt, and that, you know, it was these sorcerers who would summon these real monsters, and there were some serious stakes. You know, people's souls were on the line, and they had the ability to access the shadow realm, and like how it's pretty much like, oh, it's this mass, you know, sort of merchandise and marketing of what used to be this deadly game played amongst magic wielders, and Yugi and his friends, and then of course anybody who owns a Millennium item, they're the only ones in the know-how about it. So it's kind of like you have this worldwide game, but there's a secret society behind it, sort of thing, you know, and there's a mystique behind it, and there's a mystery behind it. And throughout the course of the series, Yugi and his friends are trying to uncover those mysteries. So yeah, you're using this series as a vehicle to push merchandise, but at the same time, you have legitimate intrigue about it in and of itself. So that's a cool premise, especially for a 12-year-old. I was 12 when I was introduced to the series. For a 12-year-old, that's a really interesting premise. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this time to mention the other material as well. So not long, like I think the year after I got introduced into the anime, I got introduced to the actual trading card game. And me and my friends in middle school, yeah, man, we would play that so hard because we were all fans of the show. So, you know, we would try to like duplicate strategies that we see from the show and this, that, and the other. And then, of course, we found out really quick that the rules of the trading card game and the rules of the anime don't match. They don't comply with each other. And that's because the rules are written differently in the anime because they have to write it a certain way for dramatic effect, but it doesn't work the same way as the rules of the actual game. And yeah, the first time I tried to participate in, the first time I was reading the rules because I wanted to participate in a regional for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game tournament, like the second I started reading the guidelines, I was like, yeah, it's not the same. It doesn't match up. But still, you know, I was playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game all the way until I was in high school. And like I said, regardless of, and it's kind of funny because around the time I stopped playing the trading card game was also around the time I started falling out of this anime. But, you know, I was still playing the game because I still enjoyed it. You know, regardless of what was going on in the anime, I still enjoyed the game. But the other thing too, though, around the exact same time. So by this time, we're talking about 2004, 2005, right? All right. So I'm a sophomore in high school by this time. I'm falling out of favor with the anime. I'm still playing the trading card games, though not as much as I used to. And then finally, this is when I started reading the manga. And the manga is what kept me intrigued in the series. And the manga is what really kept me invested in the series. Now, granted, the anime does still, you know, it is an adaptation of the manga. It does follow the manga for the most part, except for the Waking the Dragon season, which that's a filler arc. But the three primary story arcs of the original anime, Duelist Kingdom, Battle City, and Millennium World, yeah, I was reading that in the manga, and I was actually reading Millennium World, what was this, 2 years before the anime finally made it stateside. And that's the final chapter of the original series. So, you know, there were certain things about the anime and there were certain things about the story, like the fact that Yugi always won in the manner in which he would win, that I kind of fell out of favor with. The way you could sort of see how the story is going to play out, because of course Yugi has to go up against the big bad and they have to have a big showdown, and of course Yugi's the titular character, so we know he's not going to lose. Like when the storytelling got predictable, that's when I was kind of like, eh. But the manga still kept me interested, especially with Millennium World, because that's the part of the story where we finally go back to Egypt and we finally start learning some of these mysteries and start learning about some of these truths and these secrets, and, you know, every little bit, you know, all of these little subplots and all of these little Easter eggs that's been set up throughout Duelist Kingdom and Battle City. We're finally starting to see it pay off because the story's getting ready to end. So I guess another way to look at it is, by the time I started reading the manga, I was already getting ready to phase out of this anime, but I was reading the material that closed the series for me. So I was just kind of able to, you know, wrap it up and finish it out. But for the most part, I mean, the thing is, the reason why I still regard it as one of my favorites is because while I was invested in the series, I did enjoy it. And even to this day, you know, last year, me and my brother-in-law, when I saw that they had the series on Netflix, like we went back and we rewatched, you know, the battle, the duel against Pegasus, the Duelist Kingdom finals and stuff like that. And there are still things about the series that I like. Like I said, the intrigue, the mystery, those things still work for me. And then, of course, the game, you know, to this day, like I will still watch let's plays of the video games, and I'll still watch, you know, videos of like the tournaments and like how people are playing the game and, you know, the different mechanics of it, because it's still an intriguing game. But as far as the anime is concerned, yeah, like I fell out of it with the Battle City finals. I thought that by then, like, the storytelling had become generic and we kind of knew how everything was going to pan out. I didn't like how the Joey Merrick duel ended. I hated how the Yugi Kaiba duel ended. So at that point, I was like, you know what? Like, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put this anime to bed. But the manga, you know, bringing Bakura back as the central villain, which they've been setting up for that all the way since Duelist Kingdom, that Bakura was going to be the final villain. Like, setting that up and finally starting to see it pay off, finding out what happened to Pegasus, finding out, you know, what happened with the other Millennium items, like all, like, I just felt like by that time, I'm like, yes, I'm finally starting to get the material I want. And so that's what kind of, you know, kept me on board. But like I say, it's still going back and watching those old episodes, it's still enjoyable. Playing the game to some degree is still enjoyable. And once again, like I mentioned in my previous video, you know, this is still a good gateway anime. Like, for a lot of kids and for a lot of younger viewers, like, granted, let's be honest about this, with some of the Egyptian mythology and some of that stuff, some of the world building could be better done. That much is true. And especially with the American dub, with the English dub of the anime, yeah. Some of the voice work could be better. Some of the dialogue could be better. And then with the changes that they made, because I went back and read the Duelist manga. So, like, even with some of the changes that they make between the manga and the anime with Duelist Kingdom and with Battle City and all that, yes, some of that stuff could be done better. Certainly with the manner in which how, you know, it starts to get a little bit ridiculous when they talk about saving the world with a card game. I know that's one of the biggest jokes about this series. Oh, you're going to save the world by playing a card game. Yeah, in the manga, it's not stated like that, because remember, each one of these seasons, each one of these story arcs ends with a shadow duel. And that's a completely different thing than just regular, you know, playing the game. You know, that has different stakes and that has, you know, a different level of danger than just a normal, you know, oh, this is the finals of a tournament or something like that. The anime doesn't really do I don't think it does a good enough job at really getting that message across, but the manga does. And, you know, if you read the manga, it makes more sense why they're doing what they're doing and why the game is so important and this, that, and the other. But like I said, regardless of all of those things that this show has going against it, I think for the most part, though, it's still is really for if you're a younger person and you've only dabbled with anime or you're not even that much into it. If you're into games and if you're into series about, you know, strategy and things of that nature, now, under no circumstances this on the level of like Hikari no Go. No. It's not that deep. It's not that serious or that intricate as Hikari no Go. But it still provides, I think, a lot of things for younger viewers. So that's why Yu-Gi-Oh! Makes it on my anime favorites list. So that's pretty much going to wrap up my thoughts on this series. I want to thank you all for joining me again this week. And please, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on this series. And I know I gotta have viewers who are also fans of the other series, you know, the spinoffs like Yu-Gi-Oh! What is it, GX and 5Ds and Zexo and things of that nature. Never got into any one of those series. I never got into any one of those series. But I'm pretty sure I do have viewers who have. Please feel free to share your thoughts on those series. Let me know what you think about how those series hold up with the original. Compare and contrast them. Let me know if there's something I'm missing about those newer series. Maybe I'm just not, you know, maybe I'm sleeping on them. Who knows? Once again, I want to thank you all for joining me again this week. And also, please feel free to like, share, subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of my material, please feel free subscribe to the OAW YouTube channel. And with that being said, it's been Larry Williams, OAW Commander-in-Chief, signing off, and until next time, peace.
That was perfectly timed. I forgot how short that video was. Damn. That was like right on time. Like I had just sat down. Just sat down. That was like perfectly timed. Yeah. Anime favorites. Yu-Gi-Oh! I look so young in that video. That was only 5 years ago. I looked so youthful. That was before life happened. Well, actually, no, life was happening while that was happening. But oh yeah. All right, so you guys ready to get Dungeon Dice Monsters queued up? It's funny because I got about just an hour. And if we just go through all three of them, boom, 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 then we'll finish in about an hour. So let's go ahead and get that queued up. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, so we are jumping all the way ahead to season 1, episode 47, because we're going to do parts 2, 3, and 4, because the first part is just the introduction of Duke and whatnot. But 2, 3, and 4 is when him and Yugi actually starts playing. So we're going to go ahead, get that to timestamp 0. And when you guys are ready, press play right now. So funny thing about Dungeon Dice Monsters, I'm not sure how many of the anime fans actually know this. So the Dungeon Dice Monsters like story in the anime is kind of an amalgam of, or rather, it's the reverse. The story with Rebecca, the little girl whose granddad was the original owner of Yugi's grandpa's Blue Eyes White Dragon, and she went after Yugi for revenge. That's actually the motivation for the character that they renamed Duke in the anime. That's actually that character's original motivation in the manga. So like those two little story arcs are kind of a loose adaptation of the Dungeon Dice Monster story in the manga. And then, of course, Duke's like, yeah, his character motivation and all that stuff is different in the manga. I'm not gonna lie, I liked Dungeon Dice Monsters off the rip. Also, I used to have a Yu-Gi-Oh poster with Yugi in that outfit, the gray vest with the black shirt. Yeah, I always thought that looked cool. And I'm trying to remember, I think those are the original designs, because the other thing I remember too is at some point during I guess maybe they had switched dubs and went from 4 kids to another one, or maybe it was 4 kids and they just changed it. But yeah, but they changed the insignias on the dice. Oh, you know what? No, these are the new ones. Yeah, these are the new ones. These aren't the original ones. The original ones, the movement dice, the number was inside the arrow. I remember that because like when that episode first aired, I recorded it off of Kids WB. The same thing for the previous episode we just watched. Actually, that was the first episode I ever recorded off of Kids WB was the Double Trouble one. Because prior to that, the only episodes I had ever recorded before were the first two when they aired on Cartoon Network as part of that like special preview. It was like a post Toonami special preview. Yeah, dudes, this is right. Yeah, this is the story. The very next story arc after this is the beginning of Battle City. Or actually, no, I take that back. These are the original insignias because the new ones looked they look how do I describe it? Look kind of like gothic. Duke is such an asshole. I love him. Which is another change from the manga because he's not like that in the manga. In the manga, he's kind of more like a his characterization is kind of like Kurama in the manga, like the Kurama's human form, Suichi. Yeah, the bravado and the arrogance and shit like that. They added that in for the anime. Because they're level 4s. Devlin, old cheating ass. Old cheating ass. Battle City is most people's favorite arc that I talk to. Well, Battle City is really popular. And I would argue in some respects, it's a better story. Or it's at least more intricate. Let me put it like that. I can't necessarily say better because Duelist Kingdom is real simple. Duelist Kingdom is just a tournament. Well, shit, Battle City is too. But yeah, Battle City has more of the mythology and there are more like players in that one. 2 threes. Boy, Devlin cheating, boy. Here's the other thing. Don't you think that the same level dice should be color coded? Like the dice should be color coded based off of the level. That way you know what it is. That was a lame joke. And it's real easy to beat somebody when they don't know the rules of the game. But like I mentioned earlier, when I said like these episodes, the 2 I chose have something in common. Notice how like with the labyrinth and with the dungeon, like there's a board of play. There's a plane, you know, so it's not just the cards themselves, but they actually have to maneuver on a board. That's why I say it has a tabletop element to it, which brings a different dimensionality to the game. That I always dug these episodes for that reason. It makes the game more, you know, more complicated. Boom, bitch. we got some more viewers on the watch party. Welcome, welcome. Bye, Wing Dragon. Trying not to step on my damn surge protector. He's so angry. Boy, you better be lucky he didn't just steal that shit from you. Because he can read minds, dumbass. That's not Yugi's fault. That fucking Pegasus can't pick up a goddamn phone. Well, we know that's not true. Start using that puzzle and get to cheating, my boy. All right. So, wait. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So we're on part 3, season 1, episode 48. Dungeon Dice Monsters. Part 3. All right. Get it queued up. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. And yes, we watch the intro. We don't skip the intro. We always watch the intro. Always watch the intro, baby. Yeah, that was dumb. I wouldn't have made that bet. Because he got it like that. I got another question. What's up with Tristan's haircut? Honest question. That'd be a cool wallpaper. Do we? Because, I mean, you still losing, bro. He's not even taking up that much space. It's a giant screen and he's a short man. All right. That's a backhanded compliment. So, man, you better not take that off that woman. Impressive. Oh, cheating ass. I'll be right back. I'm fixing. I got the munchies. Yes, after eating a full fucking medium pizza. I understand. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I'm as shocked as you are. Be right back. I'm back. I got some cookies. Got some milk and cookies. No, it's not milk and cookies. More like booze and cookies. Yes, that's what you said before the commercial break, Yugi. man. That ninja guy hops, boy. That's a big bitch right there. Well, then quit sucking. Don't be bitter, be better. Oh, he sounds like a bitch when he whines. How much mascara y'all think he wears? Nope, you catching them hands. Shwing! I ain't gonna lie, it is kind of crazy how fast these episodes go by. Like, it's like that. I love how Tubi just gonna spoil the ending. Don't read the episode description because it just spoils it. Seriously, that's kind of annoying. All right, we are down to the last episode, so get it queued up. Timestamp 0. Starting in, and this is season 1, episode 49. This is the finale, season 1 finale. All right, cue it up. Timestamp 0. Press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. Thanks to everybody for coming out tonight. We had a pretty good crowd tonight. And pretty good crowd on Scener as well. Let me see. We've had yeah, 10 people join on Scener. Not bad. For the first stream ever on Scener. Pretty good. Oh, in case y'all guys don't know, y'all can follow me on there. Yeah, y'all can follow me on there. And that way you'll get notified whenever I have whenever I'm doing a watch party on there. So yeah, follow me. Cause I will probably be doing much more of these, except, you know, Scener allows you to do video and mic on there, directly on there. So, you know, whenever we, you know, doing watch parties that won't be semi-broadcasted on YouTube, they'll just be over there. But yeah, I like this, man. This is fun. Might mess around, get my own programming block, MC my own tsunami. Yeah. And he about to lose it. Bet he loses it. Am I tripping? Or did they change the symbols on the dice within the fucking episodes? They did. The first episode we watched, the insignias were different. Remember, the movement crest was an arrow. It wasn't the semi-crescent sign. Oh yeah, they totally changed the fucking insignias. Oh yeah, because remember the defense crest was a shield. Oh my god, what the fuck? How the fuck they changed it? Okay. Oh yeah, they took. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these. I don't know why they changed them either. I don't get it. I'm curious because didn't they put out a tabletop version of Dungeon Dice Monsters? Maybe it's to tie it into the um the actual game. Because who puts out what is it? Konami? Yeah, I think Konami puts out the TCG game. Time for Yugi to pull another one out his ass. He does, actually. And as what's the chances he gets that motherfucker? See, Yugi plays Tetris. Yugi plays Tetris. That's how he knows. He's so angry. Ooh. Is it me, or can you not even tell what the hell each insignia is supposed to be? Because they're not at all related to what they're supposed to be. Isn't? Yes. Him and them fucking hats, boy. Him and them fucking hats. Dude, Duke cannot be this fucking stupid. You put it in the game. You know what Mystic Box does. Don't be a Dunsky. Can he attack from those many spaces away? Because he was a few spaces away. Can he attack from those many spaces away? These are reasonable questions. See, it's stuff like this is why I'm saying, like, it's a good, like, this is a good starter anime for kids. It's a good gateway anime. Duke about to be paid. How the fuck he gets the money he got in the first place? Yep. All right. No. We're not going to season 2. We are not going to season 2. So let me see. If I want to end, let's see. All right, so because I got it paused, and now, so how do I end it? Pass remote, nope, watch party settings, see who's here. Toggle camera off. That's for, yeah, I didn't do that. So then, oh, here we go. In the party. In the watch party. All right, so that has ended. All right. So, yep, guys, we are going to go ahead. And with that being said, we are going to call it a night Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in live. Thanks everyone for watching after the fact. As always, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media, facebook.com/OAW Entertainment, twitter.com/OAWENTMT, twitch.tv/OAW_entertainment. Right here. Well, of course, I mean, you're already here at youtube.com/OAW Entertainment. And last but certainly not least, if you have yet to do so, become a patron, patreon.com/OAW. And with that being said, this has been Larry Williams, OAW Commander-in-Chief. I am signing out of here. And until next time, peace.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?